Keyshawn look okay out there today?
Yeah, he looked much better today than he did yesterday. I thought he was a little guarded yesterday, and he kind of cut loose more today, so that was a positive.
If Malachi can't go, what do you see in those other three backs? Is there any particular back you'd like to see more of that you haven't gotten much out of this year?
No, to be honest, I mean, when Keyshawn has been healthy and carried the load, he's been pretty good. So I think he's obviously the first choice. But Chance is a tough, hard runner. We'd like to see him get some carries if Malachi's not playing. Then Holston, he's consistent and he's steady. He's got his role that he does very well. So that's kind of where it's at right now.
Saw Blumerick make a nice catch on a fade pattern when it just reminded me of him. I mean, I know you talked before the season about how he's pretty versatile, can get him involved. And with the running back situation, maybe this is an opportunity for him. I don't know.
Yeah, he's had to work at separating a little bit better, getting open and finishing routes and things like that. And he's worked really hard to do that. It would be great to see him have an impact in the game. He's certainly capable.
What have you seen from that tight end room, especially with Drake, who we're going to talk to? What have you liked about his career?
Yeah, first of all, Drake is consistent and steady as they come. I mean, he's just a really solid guy. Came back kind of help us do this, knowing he wouldn't be the featured tight end, but would have an important role, and he's done that. He was most of the season on punt, and he's just he's been a reliable guy for us. You know what you're going to get with Drake. He's smart. He's mature. So he's been an asset to us.
You guys obviously threw the ball well in the third quarter last week. What have you liked about the pass protection? Have you seen improvements there?
Yeah, I think those guys have been pretty good all year, to be honest. There's a couple, that teams just got numbers on us, and schemed it up a little bit and got a free hitter. But as far as just getting beat, in one-on-one pass pro, there hasn't been a lot of that. I think those guys have been pretty steady in that area.
When you have the success that Caleb did throwing it deep last week, does it just make you want to throw it that deep that much more often? Do you have to take more shots with this?
Yeah, to be honest, that's, when you look at what we're efficient at and what we're good at, that's one of the best things we do. And it's not that Caleb necessarily always separates. He just can track the ball and go get it. So that's certainly got to be part of what we do, from here on out. When you got a guy like that that's really good at those shots.
What goes into the considerations for when to take those shots? Like, I know fans will watch and they're like, it's like a video game. Like, screw it, 4 verts every single play. But I'm sure it's a more nuanced take than that.
Yeah, a lot of you can't run Caleb deep, 3 snaps in a row. You're not going to get the same result. He's not going to get as far down the field. And then the techniques that the DBs play with. Do they get a good piece at the line? Do they get him off track? Do they affect the release? Are they playing off? Are they playing press? Which corner is it? I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, yes.
Talking to those a couple of offensive players after we talked to you, we talked to them about the third quarter, and they were just, what stuck out to them was how much fun they were having during that period of time. And given your personality, I'm sure you want them to have fun at all times, but I mean, did you get that sense too that it was just like a release or a joy that everybody was having during that?
Yeah, I think the pace of the way the plays were rolling off, and we went, a little faster click and some misdirection and some 2 backs and some unbalanced. And I think, they got a sense right there of what it's like to get a defense off balance. When you feel like you can kind of get them yin and yang. And that's what was fun about it, and that's why there was some success.
Allen led you guys in tackles last week at NC State. 2 weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago against Miami, he was second in tackles. Seems like he's provided, as a veteran would, a big boost to you guys. What have you noticed from the linebacker group as a whole with him back there?
Yeah, he's played as steady as anybody at the position. And, you got to remind yourself that he missed 6 weeks. Where he'd be if he'd played those 6 weeks, playing in the structure, playing in the scheme. But he certainly he's helped us shore that spot up somewhat. You know, we're still rolling McDonald in there, and we want to see Kelly get some opportunity. But Allen is clearly the starter at that spot right now.